One of the bandits told us while we were in captivity that they had learned all these methods of punishment from the police during their time in detention. In any society, the actions of its leaders set the tone for the behavior of its citizens. When those entrusted with upholding justice and security engage in corruption, brutality, and impunity, the people inevitably follow suit. In Nigeria, extrajudicial killings, lawlessness, and erosion of public trust in the justice system have become deeply rooted issues. From police brutality to government pardons for criminals, a dangerous precedent has been set, one where people no longer believe in due process and instead take matters into their own hands. This article examines how leadership failures, particularly within security agencies, have fueled a cycle of violence, lawlessness, and retaliation across the country. When leadership is corrupt, the entire system suffers. Many of the societal issues we see today can be traced back directly or indirectly to the actions or inactions of security agencies. The concept of extrajudicial killings is rooted in the idea of carrots and sticks, where the stick often manifests as unlawful executions. Since Nigerians returned to uninterrupted democracy in 1999, which is supposed to uphold the rule of law, more than 4,000 unarmed civilians have been brutally killed by the security forces, many in plain sight. Do you see the pattern? Government officials have also reinforced the carrot aspect by tolerating criminal activities, hoping perpetrators will reform before facing justice. Have you heard of amnesty programs, rehabilitated criminals, and presidential pardons? If you have followed along this far, let the message resonate. Regarding extrajudicial massacres, citizens have begun replicating these acts even against security agencies. They have witnessed law enforcement commit extrajudicial killings without due process and seen the judicial system allegedly compromised time and time again. If you have ever seen or experienced mob violence, whether from the police, kidnappers, or civilians, you will notice their methods are strikingly similar. Someone must have learned from the other, and in this case, you can draw your own conclusions. On state pardons, families who have lost loved ones have watched the perpetrators walk free while they continue to suffer without justice or compensation. How can you ask people to accept this injustice? When they realize justice will likely never be served, they take the law into their own hands. Consider this: the Boko Haram insurgency, IPOB's armed resistance, the NSAS protests, and the Shiite's continuous demonstrations all stem from extrajudicial killings by security forces. This issue extends beyond security. It affects corruption, traffic violations, and even the growing tendency of Nigerians to leave the country at the slightest opportunity. The leadership's behavior trickles down to the citizens. This is not an excuse for extrajudicial killings or lawlessness. But if you want society to improve, you must start from fixing the leadership. As tension rises over the killing of Deborah, the 16 hunters, and the ongoing threats of retaliation against killer herdsmen, one factor is driving this unrest: the fear that justice will not be served. Follow for more. April 3rd, 2025.